Now we've reached our other business. At this time, I ask for the mayor if she has any business she wants to deal with the council.
Thank you. Good evening, Council President and council members. I would like to take this opportunity as mayor to update you on the activities of city government. I have a copy of this if you'd like a copy.
You'll give that to the clerk. She'll make copies and put it in her box.
During the month of January, I attended meetings of the Indiana Association of Cities and Towns, including the Mayor's Legislative Day in Indianapolis. I have also been asked and agreed to serve on IAC's Legislative Committee to represent Muncie during this legislative session. I have on several occasions been able to advise on the uniqueness of Muncie and our concerns to those involved in the legislative process. A week ago Monday, I was able to meet with Congressman Pence's legislative aides in Washington, D.C. to discuss future appropriation requests, guidelines, timetables, and lobbying efforts. I was able to attend the State of the Union address and brought back for the city an original autographed copy of the President's speech. This document will be on display permanently in the Mayor's conference room for the public to view. I would announce to all in attendance that if you have made or intend to make plans to visit our capital, contact Congressman Pence's office for touring information in order to make the most of your trip. I represented the City of Muncie at the Ball State University Alumni Council Dinner last Friday evening. As an alumna of the university, I've extended to President Gora my desire to work hand in hand with the university in promoting the university and the City of Muncie. On Saturday night, the City of Muncie was recognized for the Wheeling Avenue Cantilever Walkway project. Beam Longest Neff LLC was awarded a merit award for the engineering design services they provided. This award was given during the 20th Annual Engineering Excellence Awards Banquet held in Indianapolis by the American Council of Engineering Companies of Indiana. Mark Turner, as the project manager, and I represent the city in receiving this award. It too will be available to view in the Mayor's conference room. Former Mayor Dan Cannon is to be commended for his vision for this project. We received statewide and national recognition for this walkway. At this time, it is my pleasure to announce the following department head appointments, and I ask that they please stand as I call out their names. Jerry Friend is Building Commissioner, Connie Gregory is Community Development Director, Marion Cradaville is Controller, Wayne Huffman is Human Resource Director, and Doug Zook is Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. Thank you. Today, I have appointed 33 board and commission members, and I am interviewing for street superintendent, police, and fire chief positions this week. If you have followed the legislation on House Bill 1001, you're aware that all taxing entities will be facing revenue loss next year and in 2010. My numbers differ a little from Mr. Drum's. I just received this information, so it may have been updated since he had his contact with them. The Legislative Services Agency has estimated that the Muncie Sanitary District will lose $1.6 million in revenue next year and $1 million in 2010, totaling $2.6 million. The Muncie, Indiana Transit System will lose $1 million next year and $600,000 in revenue in 2010, totaling $1.6 million. Delaware County will lose $2.7 million next year and $1.3 million in 2010, totaling $5 million. And finally, the City of Muncie will lose $6.7 million next year and $4.2 million in 2010, totaling $7.9 million. The taxpayers have spoken and the legislature is listening. Upon learning this information, I met with the department heads, and we are setting dates to meet with all city employees to discuss the impact of House Bill 1001. Anticipating the significant loss in revenue next year and their year following, we have immediately begun implementing reduction in expenditures. We have laid off the city parking lot attendant and are having the monthly parking spots painted, reserved, and assigned numbers. Other than the police and fire departments, all use of take-home vehicles has been discontinued. The superintendent of the parks has been instructed to make Prairie Creek Reservoir operate in the black so that it will no longer be subsidized by city taxpayers. Consideration is also being given to the overall structure of city departments as to whether they can be consolidated to reduce the number of department heads. The county commissioners and I have had conversation along with city council members regarding consolidation of city and county government services and have begun that process. We are currently evaluating the animal shelter, the city street department, and the county highway department operations to find a feasible way to provide combined services to the city and county. And finally, I have begun a review of the city's economic development efforts by meeting with those involved, comparing our endeavors to communities around us, and evaluating the return on our investment. I thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to doing the same at each council meeting. I look forward to partnering with you as we make critical changes to the way our city government operates.
Thank you.